Don't say maybe. It never ends till you go crazy.
Next into the tank is a unique way to get refreshed.
I'm just a streaming dirt bag, baby. Come to my live stream, don't say maybe. It never ends till you go crazy. Thank you, Uncle Remus. Thank you, Wesley. And thank you, everybody who came. Now that's a franchise I'd watch.
I think you know why you are here. There's a part of you that the normies fear. Know the truth is what you seek, so we welcome you to the home of geeks, of the oddball, the neglected, the outcast, the rejected. We're all here to celebrate. There's no need to be a pad-clad. We've done away with all the hatred. Every show you love is here, so kick back and grab a beer. There's plenty of discussion, no agenda that we're pushing. We're just here to celebrate. Anti-preparate, rebels in the wondrous and the strange. Whenever we are here, you see clear, there's no fear. It's steady every turn, as a voice to be heard. Cause here everyone's a third. We are a sci-fi menagerie. We've got every alien from A to Z. We know this is where you want to be. We're the greatest channel in the galaxy. Rebels in the wondrous and strange. Whenever we are here, you see clear, there's no fear. Because steady every word has a voice to be heard. Cause here everyone's a third. A third. Oh yeah. A third.
Death to Carora!
What more do I even need to say? So, yes, we now have an official turd dropper. Thank you, Bird, for that. And also, what do you mean no sound? There's sound. Don't lie to me. But yeah, we can.
Yes! Tukarora!
Yep, that'll work. All right, so. Anyway, so there's actually now, I know normally we would play the opening credits there, and the reason I didn't play the opening credits is actually something very specific, and that is during Bird of Prey 5 stream today, he played a song put together by Aberjam, and that song was censored, as is the usual Kurogan MO, right? The Kurogans always tend to censor Aberjam's creativity and make him put stuff that only the evil dictator Bird actually approves. And fortunately, though, Turtistani spies were able to smuggle out the original uncensored version of the song, and I'm going to play that for you right now, an Anti-Tricker exclusive. It's direct from Kuroga, Aberjam.
Oh, throw me a bone in this hell I call home, where the orphans and she-males play, where the king drives his jeep like he's fallen asleep, and he eats beagle bites every day.
Yes! Tukarora!
We cry to the dictator Bird of Prey 5. Though he keeps us in chains, we know Turtistan reigns, and someday we'll escape here alive. There's a rumor you've heard that Martok loves Bird, but the truth is much plainer to see. He just read from a scribe when Bird paid a bribe, but his words were not uttered with glee.
Yes! Tukarora!
We cry to the dictator Bird of Prey 5. Though he keeps us in chains, we know Turtistan reigns, and someday we'll escape here alive. When the Martok thing fell, Bird then thought he'd prevailed, when he heard Gowron send him a hail. But just seconds before, that political whore was lambasted by Bird. What a fail!
Yes! Tukarora!
We cry to the dictator Bird of Prey 5. Though he keeps us in chains, we know Turtistan reigns, and someday we'll escape here alive.
I love having sex with she-males.
Yes! Tukarora!
So there you go. Then and there Bird goes. The uncensored version of the song you got the censored version of on Bird stream earlier today. So Thomas was first in the chat. Commander Sutter a quick second. John DeMarco third. Mike Richards says greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Aberjam says greetings. Oh, great Turdistani. Stay up till 5 a.m. and all he got was this lousy live stream. Well, you got my eternal thanks, my friend, because once again you knocked it out of the park with your musical skills. And unlike the evil dictator, we don't censor you over here. Valor says, good evening, Turdistan. Nightbreeze says, hey. Darren says, rains. Hubris much? Well, I didn't write the song. So, yeah, there was that. And Nightbreeze donates and says, don't forget to set that chat to live chat. I actually did remember this time. I know that usually I end up forgetting, but this time I actually did remember. But what I didn't do is bring up my dashboard so I could read exactly what you said. I said, don't forget to switch to live chat, hit the like button, turn on notifications, tell your friends, give anti-treats, donate to Turdistan, download Karoga, and death to disco. Yes, indeed.
Oh, no, please.
That's not death to disco.
Go, please. No,
that's weird. All right, hold on.
No. Why would you do? No, please. I don't want to go.
There. Sorry. Technical difficulties. Yeah, not sure what happened there, but
I'm just a streaming.
Death to death to Karoga.
man, I'm just having all sorts of technical problems. I think it's Bird. All right, so thank you, Nightbreeze. I do appreciate it. Let's see, where was I? Oh, yeah, Darren said, oh, yeah, it's already read that. Daniel says, just saw Picard episode 6, The Impossible Box. Good episode, given a 9 out of 10. Daniel, you got to work on your rating system a little bit, because giving it a 9 out of 10 is a little more than a good episode. That would be like it is the best of both worlds level of good, right? So you got to be careful about that. I know you love the show, but you got your personal bias for the show is showing in your scores, because you can't give every episode a 9 out of 10. You just can't. So, I mean, well, you can, but it just kind of ruins your credibility. Mike says, damn, you grabbed that bird clip fast. Well, of course I did. Greetings, birds. Turns into holy alpaca nights. How you doing, Wesley? Aberjam says, after watching yesterday's stream, I checked out the master recording of Anti-Checker Ratings. There is a little distortion, but I think the broadcast amplifies it. Probably. Wesley is shocked that he made it to a live stream. It does happen every once in a while. Bird of Prey thinks he can dance. Well, apparently, yeah, he was saying on his live stream how he was an awesome dancer. Yeah, even Auntie's looking to be like, really? Come on. Who's the hot blonde girl Bird of Prey's dancing with? I believe that's his sister. Just saying. Have some Karogan tap water here. Yeah, look at that. That's definitely some Karogan tap water right there. You should see it before they filter it. And let's see here. Aberjam says, Bird the Turd Dropper is awesome. Jeff says, hello, I'm Zeroth. Awesome interview with Manu. Thank you. Had a lot of fun with him. And I know that he's kind of making the rounds. Midnight's Edge talked to him today. They haven't put up the interview yet that I saw, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they talked about. Isaiah says, you interviewed a real Star Trek actor. It's almost like you're a real Trekkie now. Well, I've been a real Trekkie for a long time. But yeah, it was kind of cool, though. Number one, Sci-Fi says, awesome new song. Aberjam has done it again. Indeed, he has. Aberjam has a wonderful, wonderful batting averager. I would pay for a CD with 10 Aberjam songs. You just wait. We have to do something. And Tiki saying, Balance of Terror, did I win yet? I'm not sure what they're talking about. Death to the death of Karoga, says Wesley. Sorry, buddy. This song will be in the Anti-Checker Discord tomorrow for those that want it. Well, there you go. No cloaking device? Nah, I thought that I'd drink some Karogan Well, probably shouldn't. Thanks. Number one sci-fi says, thanks for mentioning I should change my channel name. At least you told me, unlike Bird of Prey 5. Well, you see, I try to be a nice guy. And it wasn't to pick on you, of course. I know that, number one sci-fi is cool. It's just having the number sign made it so that nobody could, like, send a message to you. Mr. Mouse says, why limit it to 720? I'm not sure XSplit's doing that. I got to figure out what's going on with that. Because, I mean, I know I can do 1080, so I got to figure that out. All right, so we're going to do some TOS Trivia tonight. So let me get the game board set up here. There we go. And so just like before, what we're going to do, I'm going to copy the link. All right, so first 5 people in get to play the first round, and then the winner of that round gets to move on to the next round. Now, we're not going to be staying as long as I would like to because, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, kind of cool. Tomorrow, I have to get up early, which is unfortunate, but the reason I have to get up early tomorrow is because I'm actually going to the local Rutherford County Jail to visit an inmate as part of a little outreach our church is doing to just kind of, hang out and, just hang out with him. And I'm looking forward to that. Rusty says, I can see through the Hulk. Oh, that's because he's green. That's a thing. All right, so... And I see Mr. Miles is disappointed that it's trivia night. I'm sorry, Mr. Miles. I didn't mean to disappoint you. But it wouldn't have mattered. I can't stay on all that late tonight anyway. So, there is that. So, Nightbreeze says, that is a great thing. Yeah, I'm really excited. But I'm also a little nervous about it. But I'm not going to be taking a shower there, Tiki. So I don't think I have to worry about dropping the soap. So, let's see. Wesley is first in. Then Commander Shutter, John DeMarco, Alexander Brooks, and Vile Mike. Welcome, guys.
Howdy.
Howdy, howdy.
All right, so we are doing
You got
some...
the black background going too.
What's that? Oh yeah, that was I set that up for the Mano interview because he's a Borg, so I thought it was appropriate, but maybe not. I don't know. I liked it. All right, so here's the deal. We're doing TOS Trivia tonight. So...
Oh, shit.
Well, I guess Wesley's out.
I'm kidding.
So someone suggested, and this was actually a cool idea, is that as kind of an extra way to get another question in, to get the episode name, rather than say, well, what was the 3rd episode, what was the 5th episode, something like that, I will name a character or a place from the episode and see if anybody can figure out which episode it is based on said character or location. So I'm not going to tell you the name of the episode we're going to ask the questions about first. However, I will tell you, and this is to Wesley because you happen to be first in line here.
Okay.
Let's see. This is the episode with the USS Exeter in it.
Oh, shoot.
So, Wesley, what episode has the USS Exeter?
I'm going to have to pass. I don't even know.
Commander Shutter.
Not a clue.
Vile. Oh, I forgot to ask Thomas if you're there. Are you keeping score for me? So, Vile, you're muted.
Sorry. Let me pull one out on my butt and just say immunity syndrome.
No. Alexander.
Was it the court-martial one?
No, it is not. And John.
The Omega Glory.
Very good. John gets a point. And so, Thomas, 1 point for John DeMarco. And, wow, I really didn't think anybody was going to get this. Now, on this next one, this is to Commander Shutter. Now, I know that we all love and appreciate the wonderful updates to canon that have come from the series Star Trek Discovery. But I will give you a hint. The correct answer is not 2000. But the question is, how many shuttlecraft does the USS Exeter have? And by the way, if you paid attention to my live streams, you'd know because I've mentioned it a few times.
Go. 4.
Very good. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Sweet.
In fact, it's basically during when they're looking for survivors on the ship, Kirk gets a call from the security guy, and he says, "Sir, all 4 shuttles are still in the landing bay."
Huh.
And so that's how canonically we knew how many shuttles a Constitution-class ship had until Discovery updated that to be 2,000.
Well, not to be pedantic, but the animated series showed they had a lot more than 4 shuttles.
Yeah, I think the animated series showed something like about maybe a dozen.
I think it was actually 7, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, which would make sense since the Galileo 7, Galileo was shuttle number 7, but so it would make more sense that it would have 7, but they said 4 in that episode, and the animated series is technically not canon, according to many anyway. So Vile, it's your turn, and since you are the expert here, since you knew about the animated series, you should have no problem with this.
All right, we'll see.
What was the name of the Enterprise officer who was killed by Captain Tracy?
I'm going to say Kelly.
No. Alexander.
I don't know. Pass.
John.
Leslie.
No. Wesley.
I think I remember that one. Was it Riley?
No, Riley was the guy that got killed by Well, he was attempted to be killed by Kodos. Mr. Shutter.
Well, Shutter, you're muted.
Commander Shutter, if you're there, unmute and give us your guess.
Or at least type it in.
Can you hear us, Commander Shutter? He may be having some technical issues. Shutter going once. Shutter going twice.
Maybe his answer is no one.
I guess so. So I'm sorry, Commander Shutter. I hope you're all right. But the answer is Lieutenant Galway. It was Lieutenant Galway for anybody that cares. All right, so this next one's going to go to Alexander. You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, so let's see. Now this one, let's see. Wait. All right. This is the episode that takes place in the same year that I was born.
Oh,
That's not a
that's
good-
the one. That's the one where they go back and they have the jet fighter pilot. They beam up.
No,
Right.
John.
Assignment Earth.
Very good. Another point for John. John's crushing it here.
Good
All right.
job.
But John, I think you're going to struggle a little bit with this. Is a tough one. I don't know the answer to this one. Wow. Okay. What is the address of Seven's office? And if you can get the number,
I'm about to
the
pass, I have no
street,
idea.
or the apartment number right, I'll give it to you. Which, by the way, all 3 of those are numbers.
42.
That is not one of those 3 numbers. Wesley.
1968. I don't know.
Commander Shutter, if you're there.
321.
No. Vile.
666 Farce Lane.
Alexander.
7th Street. I don't know.
No, it was 811 East 68th Street, apartment 12B.
Huh.
Huh.
So there you go. That's the official answer. All right, Wesley.
Yeah.
Who is the launch director of McKinley Rocket Base?
Oh shit. I don't know.
Like what?
I think I know what episode you're referring to, but I don't know.
It's good that you might know what episode we're talking about, considering this is the third question from that episode. Nothing?
What, me? Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so let's see. Commander Shutter.
What was the question one more time?
What's the name of the commander of the McKinley Rocket Base?
Johnson.
Negative. Vile.
Well, it was McKinley, of course.
Alexander.
I agree. I think it had to have been McKinley.
John.
Smith.
You see, you guys, they're trying to help you in the chat. It was Cromwell.
Cromwell.
So
Oh.
they tried to help you. They did. So, Commander Shutter.
Yes.
All right. This is going to be another test to see if you actually pay attention to anything I ever say. You ready?
Sure.
What is my favorite episode of all time?
It's between two. It's between Balance of Terror and... crap, what's the other one?
That's okay. It's Balance of Terror is this episode.
Okay, good.
So you got it. All right. And I know I do bounce them back and forth between Balance and Terror and the Doomsday Machine.
Yeah, that's the one.
But yeah, Balance of Terror has been pretty much riding on top lately. All right. So 1 point for Commander Shutter. Vile.
Yep.
What is the sector displayed on the view screen at the beginning of the episode? Another one that I talk about at length in at least 2 of my videos.
Crap. Because I know for a fact I recently saw the sector map.
Yep.
Because that's the next episode we are reviewing.
Yes, in fact it is. you should have this one down.
22G.
Wow, that's not even remotely close. Alexander.
321.
Negative. John.
Sector 47.
No, Wesley.
001.
That would
Shouldn't
be
this fall
Earth.
within the 10% rule?
Commander Shutter.
How many digits is it?
It's 1 letter followed by 1 number.
Oh, come on.
G9.
No. In fact, I make a big deal in the first video I talk about it because the Canadians, like idiots, call it Z, but we call it Z6. Okay, so Alexander.
Yes.
What is the name of the Romulan who gets demoted 2 steps in rank?
Oh, crap.
That's a tough one.
I don't know.
John.
Decius.
Yes! I don't know how you got that. Yes!
That's one of my favorites too.
Dang it, I actually knew the answer to that one.
Holy crap! I did not know that one. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. So John, you just got like 100 nerd points for that one. That was impressive. All right, so let's see who we on. That was who did I ask that one? Oh, I asked Alexander that one, right?
Yep, that you asked me, but I
All right,
missed
so
it.
it's John's turn. You ready, John?
Yes.
Okay. This is the episode that features Lieutenant McGivers.
Space Seed.
Very good. But John is you're just crushing here. All right, Wesley.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, come on. This should be an easy one for you. Space Seed, one of the most popular episodes ever.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is Starbase 12?
12. Are you asking for like what sector it's in?
It's actually asking for what system it's in.
Oh. I feel like I should know this one, but it's like losing me. Wait, I'm gonna go to the chat. Orbiting Uranus.
Yeah, no, it's not orbiting Uranus, so the Flugger's not helping you there. Commander Shutter.
It is in space.
It is. Vile Mike.
I know I recently watched the episode, but it's like Gamma Hydra something.
Oh, damn, you are so close.
I know this one.
Are you going to narrow it down, Vile, or are you going to pass it to Alexander?
That's it was like Gamma Hydra and a number.
You're getting
I
it
think.
confused with, because Gamma Hydra was an Easter egg from Star Trek II because they mentioned Gamma Hydra in Star Trek II. All right, Alexander.
Yeah, I know this one. Space Seed's my favorite episode. It's Gamma 400.
Very good. So yes, the Gamma 400 star system.
That'll be the only point I get. This will be the only point I get.
But yeah, during the
399
Kobayashi Maru, they said they were in Gamma Hydra Section 10. That's what you were thinking of, Val. All right. So let's see. Who did I just ask that one to?
Wesley, I think.
No.
Oh, we just lost someone. Who did we lose?
Shutter.
Shutter. All right, Shutter. See if you can get back in here. Otherwise, number 155 will take your spot if you don't get back in here in the next 30 seconds. So we asked. That one went to who? Who did I ask? Did I ask Shutter or did I ask?
I think you asked Wesley.
No, I wasn't the first one. I was like the second or third.
Oh, well, I wasn't paying attention.
Well, Alexander, you're going to get a shot at it because you said this is your favorite episode. So you're probably the only person that has a shot at this question anyway. It is, where and when did Khan rule?
He ruled in India during the late 21st century.
All right, so since Wesley's next on the board from you, Wesley, you get to choose whether Alexander gets this. All right.
Okay.
The correct answer is Khan ruled Asia and the Middle East from 1992 to 1996.
Oh, I was too far south. I wouldn't give it.
Well, no, you said India. India is Asia.
Yeah, but that's the sub-Asian continent.
Right. And remember, Khan was specifically Indian in nationality because he obviously looks Indian.
Yeah, that's where I got it.
Yeah.
So I'd say half a point.
I think it's close enough.
All right, so Alexander gets the point, and since Shutter has not come back, I don't think. Let me double check to see if he's in the back room. No, he is not. So he must be having difficulty. So number 1 sci-fi, you get to fill in Commander Shutter's shoes. Welcome. However,
welcome.
And I know we kind of went a little out of order because whenever somebody drops or joins, it messes up the order. So John DeMarco.
Yes.
You are next.
Okay.
All right. This episode features more starships than any other episode of the original series.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
This episode involves more starships than any other episode in the original series.
The Ultimate Computer.
Very good. Point for John. Number 1.
Yes.
Number 1. So, you know what episode we're talking about?
Yes.
What is the name of the planet for which M5 makes landing party recommendations?
Um,
And I understand if you don't get the pronunciation, but you get the gist of it, I'm fine with that.
so it's a weird sounding planet then, huh?
No, it's typical Trek sounding planet.
Um, Tyrillian 4. I don't know.
Vile.
The planet from the Ultimate Computer.
That is technically correct. Alexander.
Gamma 4 something, Technobabble.
No. Wesley.
Oh.
I like Aberjam's answer. Omicron Persei 8.
That's what I should have said.
I thought it was from the Daystrom Institute or something, but what planet was that on? I don't know.
John.
Rigel 6.
No, it is Alpha Canary 2.
Alpha
That's
Canary
Technobabble.
2.
Well, it's actually Carin. It's Carinae. However the heck you pronounce that one. All right, so that one went to, was it number 1 or Vile?
It was me.
Number 1.
Okay, so Vile. What was the name of the ensign who gets toasted by the M5?
Ensign Ricky.
No, although that would have been hilarious. Alexander.
I don't know. Instant actress.
Ensign actress is from the Next Generation. Wesley.
It was her grandmother.
No, it was not a girl. Wesley.
Can I get a hint of what rank they were?
It wasn't a girl.
But was it? Wait, just rephrase the question.
It's
Well, you
not.
already
Their
said it
rank
was
is
an
not
ensign.
mentioned. Only their name.
Okay.
Yeah, but you already said it was an ensign.
I didn't say. Did I say an ensign?
Harper.
Yes, it is Harper.
I'm just drawing any name I could think of.
Very good, Wesley. It just says Harper. It doesn't say Ensign Harper. But I will let you have that. All right, so we are now on Alexander, I believe, correct?
Think so.
All right. This is the episode featuring Ambassador Kolos.
Is that the one where?
Remember, not Kodos, Kolos or Kolos.
So it's not the one where they had all the dignitaries on there.
No.
Spock's dad. Then I don't know. I'm thinking of a wrong episode.
Wesley.
Is there Truth and Beauty? Is that how? What was the new episode?
John, I'll let you decide if Wesley gets it. The actual name of the episode is There in Truth No Beauty?
Yeah, that was good.
Sure, he's good.
All right.
Yeah, I got a point.
Wesley gets a point for that one. And it's Wesley's turn.
Oh, shit. Shit.
What drink does Kirk offer Jones at their dinner?
Shoot, I only know of 2 drinks and they're both.
The interesting thing is both trivia questions for this episode involve drinks.
What's the clean on coffee?
That didn't get introduced till Deep Space Nine.
Oh, shit. Okay.
John.
Sorry and Brandy.
No. What's the other one that Kirk mentioned? Number 1.
Romulan and Ale.
No, that's illegal. Vile.
So?
The only other one I can think of is Sorry and Brandy.
That's what John said. Alexander.
Oh, damn it.
Scotch.
No. It is Antarian brandy. Antarian brandy. Now, John.
Yes.
You already got a hint for this one. You don't even realize it. On what does Scott bet Maverick on that the designer cannot operate the controls of the Enterprise? If you don't remember, Maverick was the one who designed
Sorry, can you say
the
that again?
control. So Maverick was the guy that designed the controls of the Enterprise, and Scott bet him that he could not handle the controls of the engineering section. What did he bet him?
A bottle of scotch.
Yes! Because Scotty is just a walking stereotype. All right. So let's see here. So we are on number 1. It is your turn.
Okay.
Trying to think of a good hint for this episode name. Unfortunately, I'm going to have this. It'd probably be too easy, but I'm going to have to give you this because it's the only thing that really stands out about this episode. This is the episode that features the character Lazarus.
Lazarus.
Not the biblical Lazarus.
No. Obviously not.
This is one I think I actually remember.
Terrible episode.
It's not one of my favorites. It's very convoluted.
Yeah, it's hard to follow.
I don't know.
Vile.
Alternative Factor.
Yes. All right, so Vile, what was Lazarus? Oh, wow, you're not going to get, I don't think, okay, let me see, what's the actual answer? All right, this is going to be one of those, get within 10%. What was Lazarus's body temperature when Spock first detects him on the surface?
Oh, fudge. 1,000 degrees.
No, not even close.
I don't know.
Let me put it to you this way. 1,000 degrees, he would have burst into flames, right?
Well, you know that from now on, when I review these episodes, I'm going to be paying attention to every single number that comes across them.
You better, yes. All right, Alexander.
What measurement was it in? Is it in
It is
Celsius?
in degrees Fahrenheit.
I'm going to say 110 is the best bet.
No. Wesley.
90. I want to say like 6 or 7. I'll go hot. 97.
You are within the 10% margin. It was 98.5. Alexander, if you had just guessed 2 degrees cooler, I could have given it to you.
Yeah, I was close. Just at 110.
All right, so that was, let's see, who did I ask that one? Was it Vile? Or was
Yeah.
it, or was it you,
Yes.
number 1?
No, it was Taval.
Well, you asked me.
Okay, so Alexander, this one's to you. What is McCoy's terminology for the security guard what is the term? Okay, it's phrased weird, the way this question is phrased weird, but what is the term McCoy uses for the security guard that comes to sick bay? Think of it this way. If I were asking you about Princess Leia's term for Chewbacca, it would have been walking carpet. You know, so what did McCoy call the security guard in a derogatory fashion when he came into sickbay? Oh, who'd we lose?
I don't know. I'm still here.
Lost.
What's Alexander?
Oh,
Yeah,
my
Alexander.
God. It was too much for him. He had to run away. All right. Boy, people are having trouble with the interwebs today. But he is still, I think it looks like he's still there. I mean,
Yeah, I'm back. I lost connection somehow.
all right. So, did you hear the question?
No, I did not.
What is the derogatory term Dr. McCoy used to describe a security guard in this episode?
I don't know.
All right, so the orders got shifted. So number 1, you're next.
Phaser boy.
Yeah,
I want to give you the point just because.
give it to him for that.
Vile.
Pain in the ass.
No, Wesley.
I'm gonna go with goon because everyone keeps saying muscle or goon.
You're getting close, John.
Oaf.
No, it was Muscle Man.
Oh,
You got to think of the day. It was the 60s, so you know.
darn it! I said muscle.
You did. All right, so that brings us, since the order got flipped around, let's see, Alex, I'm going to go to Wesley. That should be close to where we should be, I believe, because Alexander was right before Wesley before. So, all right, this should be an easy one. This is a gimme, Wesley.
Oh gosh.
This episode inspired the name that Lore Reloaded uses as a resource for every one of his videos.
Alpha cannon.
Think of the website. What website does Lore use for every one of his videos?
Does it use?
You seriously don't know the name of the Star Trek website that Lore Reloaded uses as a source for every one of his...
Is it like Beta Cannon or Alpha Cannon?
The name of the website. Like if you were going to look up something Trek, you would type in www. Wow. I'm just trying to give you a hint here. That's not even the question. The question is the episode name. But okay, the website is Memory Alpha.
Oh.
Okay. So what is the episode that features Memory Alpha?
Where no man has gone before?
Seriously?
I don't know.
John.
The Lights of Zatar.
Very good. The Lights of Zatar. Wow.
Everyone's like yelling at me at the chat.
All right, John, so you get the next question.
Okay.
Where was Mira Romaine born? And no, despite her name, it has nothing to do with lettuce. I'll give you a hint.
Mars?
Huh? What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said Mars.
You got it. The hint was going to be it's not there anymore, but you've watched Picard. All right, so very good, John. All right, Alexander.
Okay.
What were the name of Mira Romaine's parents? If you can name
Mr.
one of
and
them, I'll
Mrs.
give it to you.
Romaine. Mr. and Mrs. Romaine.
That's like a Wesley level answer. Number 1.
I don't know, John and Susan.
No. Vile.
This one is actually kind of easy. It was Mr. Iceberg and Mrs. Collard Greens.
That's just stupid. Wesley.
Oh, God. I thought for sure one of these guys would have gotten it. Did anyone say John and Martha yet?
No. It was Jacques and Lydia.
Jacques and Lydia.
All right. So last episode that we're going to do here. So this one goes to Alexander.
Okay. No, you just gave me one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So number 1. Sorry.
Okay.
Let's see. This is the episode that shows us the mining colony on Janus 6.
Devil in the Dark.
Very good. Vile.
Go.
Who does Schmitter relieve from guard duty at the beginning of this episode?
The guy that's then immediately killed by the Horta.
Yes. What is his name?
Minor specialist, expendable.
Wesley. The muscle man.
I just remember like a chief engineer.
It's just the guy's first name. That's all that's given.
Sam?
Yes! It is Sam. Wow. Wow. All right, Vile.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that was the last question.
No, this is the last episode. This is the last question.
Oh, okay.
What are the odds that Kirk and Spock will both be killed during the search for the Horta?
1 in 7.
Wow. No. Wesley.
Oh.
Wait, repeat the question.
What are the odds that Kirk quotes that Spock quotes to Kirk that the odds of them both being killed in the search for the Horta?
Knowing Spock, it's a large number.
Yeah, Spock always likes calculating big numbers.
1 in 3,000.
No, John.
1 in 700.
No, between the two. Alexander.
2,200 to 1.
You are within the 10%. 2,228.7 to 1. And with that, now we just wait for Mr. Potts to tell us what the final score is and who gets to continue on and who needs to get the hell out.
I probably lost. I think I only got 3.
I think I only got 3.
I think I only got 1.
So waiting on Mr. Potts. John 8, Wes somehow 4, Alex 3, it's Sci-Fi and Vile 1. So John, you get to hang on. Everybody else, get the hell out of here.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you.
And so then we will... Now, I see that Daniel has been patiently waiting, so we'll let him come in. Hey, Daniel. And then we got room for a few more. And so I just put into the chat. So the first 3 people to come on in will make it into this round, and we're going to focus on... Let's see. Yeah, we're going to focus on this time. We're going to go to the original series films. And let's see. Anybody? Really? Nobody's going to join in? Tell you, what a bunch of jerks around here. We'll give them a minute. And yes, DJ, everybody can play Jackbox on your stream in a little bit. There we go. Commander Shutter's back. Ozzy is here without a shirt, and Renegade is here. Hey, Renegade, how you doing?
Hey, Andy Tracker.
All right, so let's see here. All right, this is the film Let's see. Actually, let's see. So, John, you're first up because that's just the way the order is. So, John, this is the only film to feature a ship referred to not as a starship, but as a scout ship.
The Search for Spock.
No, Daniel. Oh, you didn't have to put a shirt on, Ozzy. I'm not offended or anything.
Okay, that's okay.
You there, Daniel? Going once? Going twice? Daniel's not awake. Renegade.
Would it be the Grissom in Star Trek 3?
No. Ozzy.
Star Trek 1 and the Scout.
Yep, Star Trek the Motion Picture featured the scout ship Revere. It was only mentioned in name on the when you saw the Epsilon 9 space station, and you heard in the chatter that scout ship Revere is to meet up with another ship. All right, so
USS Columbia.
hey, well, man, you're good. You're gonna crush at this, I can tell. All right, so Daniel, are you there? Give him a chance here. I think Daniel might have abandoned us, so I'm going to bump Daniel because he's not there, and we'll bring Alexander in. All right, Commander Shutter. He's not there, and we'll bring. By the way, Alexander, you got the stream up. Commander Shutter. He's not there, and we'll bring. You there, Alexander. By the way, Alexander, you got the stream up. Commander Shutter. He's not there, and we'll bring. There, Alexander. Alexander. Wow, people are having trouble today. Commander Shutter. He's not there, and we'll bring. There, Alexander. Alexander.
Yes.
People are having trouble.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
You got the stream playing in the background. There you go.
I had to load you. I'm back.
That's okay. That's okay. Commander Shutter, it's your turn, actually. You ready? You there, Commander Shutter? Commander Shutter, going once.
What?
There, you there now? Oh, and he just disappeared. Wow, we are having all sorts of technical issues. All right. So, Alexander, this bumps to you then. Or no, actually, Ozzy, the way to bump. Okay, so Ozzy, this one goes to you.
Okay.
Let's... Okay, you're going to crush this one because I think you already answered it, technically. Or at least you answered part of it. What is the name, class, and registry of the vessel scheduled to rendezvous with the USS Columbia, NCC 621?
NCC 173.
Let's see. I got to get to the... What was it again?
NCC 173.
It is not 173, Alexander.
What was the question?
What is the registry of the USS Revere, the scout ship that's to meet with the Columbia?
NCC 1023.
Negative. Commander Shutter, you there now? Still not
They
there?
should get a 10% thing too.
Hey, JP, you there?
Porto.
Can you hear me, JP?
Yes, I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Did you hear the question?
Registry number, Scout Ship Revere.
Yeah. What's the registry of the scout ship Revere?
590.
I'm going to give it to you. You're within 10%. It is 595. All right. So, and that actually, so you get the next question, actually, because that one went to Ozzy. What is the name of the security guard present when Kirk, Spock, and McCoy find the mechanical Ilea taking a shower?
Okay.
I tell Oz, looking at Ozzy, I think he knows this one.
No, I don't.
I have no
The other
clue.
day.
I'll pass.
Alexander.
Davis?
No. Renegade.
Peters?
Say again?
Peters?
Peters? Close, but no. John.
Perez.
Yes! There you go. It was the guy, idiot in the armor says, carbon-based units? And then McCoy says, humans, Ensign Perez, us. And one of those wonderful moments that you're just like, wow, that was just dandy. All right, so who are we on? We're on, let's see, that one I asked to JP. So Alexander, you're next up.
Okay.
All right. Man, it's hard with the movies to come up with a good question to identify the movie because so much of it is obvious. Let's see. This is the movie that features the Klingon officer Claw.
The Search for Spock.
No. Renegade.
Star Trek 5.
Correct. Ugh, I hate this movie. All right. So, and that brings us, let's see, that one I asked to Alexander, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so Renegade, you get this question. Who played the Starfleet commander in this film? I did not know that.
I have no idea.
You'll recognize the name, but not as an actor. That's...
John Smith.
No, John.
Harv Bennett.
Yes. I was completely... I did not know Harv Bennett was the CNC in this one. All right, so that brings us around to John, I think. Yes, so what is the name of Enterprise Shuttle number 3?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
What's the name of the shuttle they're on? It's shuttlecraft number 3.
Copernicus.
Yes! Dang, crushing it. All right, Ozzy. Let's see.
Go ahead.
Looking for a good... Man, oh man. Let's see, trying to find... All right. This features a ship called the Kronos 1.
Star Trek 6.
That is correct. JP.
Yep.
Spock claims that gravity boots will hang around the assassin's necks like a pair of what?
Oh, I watched that recently. Go ahead. I'm just drawing a blank.
All right, Alexander.
Human horn.
Human horn. No. Renegade.
Tiberian bats.
Very good. Yes, Tiberian bats.
Renegade's awesome.
All right, so JP.
What?
Oh wait, did I just ask you that one? Didn't I?
You just asked me that one.
So
Yeah.
never mind, Alexander.
Okay.
What deck houses Sulu's quarters on the Excelsior?
Deck 1? No, that's
that
the
would be
bridge.
the bridge.
Deck 2 then.
Deck 2, no. Renegade.
Deck 5.
No. John.
Deck 3.
Yes. Deck 3.
I knew it had to be close to the bridge.
Yes, yes. All right, so that one, now we're to Renegades. So let's see. We did that one, we did that one. Okay, so this is going to be a tough one for you. You ready? All right, so we already talked about Star Trek The Motion Picture, which of course featured Matt Decker. In a completely unrelated series, Matt Decker played a pastor who is married to an actress who is in this Star Trek film.
Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home.
Very good. I was trying to come up with something relatively vague, but dang. All right. All right, so John, you ready?
Yes.
What mineral does Dr. McCoy worry that the rest of the crew will spend the rest of their life mining?
Borite.
Very good. That is true. Ozzy.
Yo.
What is the registry of the USS Enterprise featured in the middle of this episode?
1701A.
In the middle of this movie, not at the end.
Oh.
There are two Enterprises in this film.
1701, 1701.
I'll give you a hint. It's not a starship.
Oh, you're talking about the shuttlecraft.
Nope.
Oh.
That I don't know for sure.
JP.
I know this one.
Okay, so just rephrase that question for me.
What is the registry of the USS Enterprise featured in the middle of this movie?
(1701B)?
No, Alexander.
CVN 65.
Yes! The USS Enterprise aircraft carrier of the United States Navy that Chekhov and Uhura break into.
But it's actually USS Ranger.
Yes, but they called it the
Ranger played
Enterprise for
fine.
nostalgia's sake. Alright, so... let's see here. Now it's like getting very, very difficult to try to come up with anything narrowing it down because we only have 2 movies left. So we'll say which. Okay, so who are we on? That one I asked to who?
Me.
Okay, so JP. Let's see. The original screenplay featured a completely different villain for this Star Trek film.
Five.
No, we already talked about 5. Alexander.
No, we didn't.
Wrath of Khan.
No, Renegade.
Yeah, Search for Spock.
Correct. The original screenplay had a band of Romulans, which is why there is a Klingon bird of prey in this film. It was originally going to be a Romulan bird of prey, and they forgot to change that when they updated the screenplay. All right, so Alexander.
Okay.
Who is paged as Kirk walks away from his drink with the Starfleet commander at the space dock?
Captain Sulu.
No. Renegade.
Dr. Chapel.
No. John.
Commander Rand.
No. Ozzy.
Captain Styles.
Yes. Captain Styles, you can hear on the intercom. All right, and then let's see. That brings us to Renegade, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Who are Sarek's parents? If you just get the general gist, I understand that the exact pronunciation can be tough.
No idea.
John.
Skan and Solkar.
Yes, very good. All right, so that brings us to who's next? Is it Renegade?
No, that was me.
Okay.
John.
So John, You ready?
Okay.
What's the only movie we haven't talked about yet?
The Wrath of Khan.
Yes.
What? I lost track.
And let's see. Go to the... All right, so that was an easy one. Ozzy.
Okay.
Who is the master of the Kobayashi Maru? Wow, I don't even know where that came into this story. I don't remember hearing that. I guess in the transmission you must hear the name. Oh yeah, you do. You hear their name when they play the distress signal over the intercom.
Oh.
And remember, the Kobayashi Maru is a civilian ship, so it's not captain or anything like that. It's just the name of a person.
Yeah, I don't forgot. Good deal.
Got anything?
No.
I would not know this one at all. JP.
Same thing as usual. No clue.
All right, Alexander.
I don't know.
Renegade.
I don't know.
No, I've got no idea.
John.
You say it was the name of the captain?
Yes.
Captain Smith.
No, it is Corjo Vance. Where that came, I don't know if it's in the transmission or on the screen when they show all the stats for it, but somewhere
I think
must
it's
be
on
there.
the screen.
All right, so this one I now let's see. This is JP's turn. Now, one of you guys has got to get this because this came up in the chat like 1,700 times on my live stream. So you ready?
Which live stream?
Well, just live streams in general. What is the prefix code of the Reliant?
I know.
Oh, you talked about this the other day.
Put it up there.
Oh. Yeah, go ahead. Next.
Alexander.
Is that like what? I don't even. Prefix.
Yeah, the exact line is Spock saying, Reliance prefix number is, and then the number.
No number.
Is it? Is the 10% rule count?
Sure. Which means you would still have to get the first 3 digits perfectly.
How would that be? No. That would be like 75% correct, and that's a different math. But
No,
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
go
well,
with-
if you add up the number, 10% difference would be 10% higher or lower.
1588.
Nope.
Nope. Renegade.
16309.
Yes, that is it.
Right.
Which-
The override.
Which apparently, with their prefix numbers, it's a good thing that they never duplicate numbers since they're just dip switches. I don't know if you noticed that, but there's like 1, then it goes over to 6, and then down to 3, and then but they're all just up-down toggle switches. So, if it was like 1-1, how could you enter it in? You couldn't.
No.
So
You click it so many times.
no, there was no mouse. They hadn't invented those yet in the 23rd century because why not? So
It was
Thomas,
antiquated technology.
huh?
It was antiquated technology.
Yes. Well, remember Scotty with the mouse on the Macintosh, so, he thought it was a microphone. All right, so Thomas, what is our score for round 2? And while we're waiting for Thomas, Ozzy and Renegade, it was nice to talk to you guys. First time I think I've talked to either of you.
Yeah.
And we wait for our official score.
I lose.
I think I got 1.
Me too.
Well, there were some tough ones in there.
Yeah, those were hard.
Let's see. Oh, and Trek Reviewer says Vance was the one who made the distress call or whatever. He was one of the casualties of the mine. So, John, you actually won with 7. Renegade got 5. Ozzy 3. Alex and Jay 1. So, thank you guys for playing. I can't say to stick around for the next round because this is going to wrap it up, but thank you guys. I appreciate it. So now, get out of here.
Yeah, all right, thank you.
Bunch of
Have a good
degenerates
night.
and stuff.
Good night.
Good night.
Yes! Look at her.
All right, guys, so then there goes Bird just crapping away. That's what Bird does. Ah, the keyboard. How quaint. That's right, Piano Dean. I do want to thank you guys for hanging out. I know, Thomas, you want to play Jackbox. I think that DJ is going to do a stream to play Jackbox, if I'm not mistaken, because I do need to wrap it up because I got to do that prison thing tomorrow morning, which I'm excited about, but I wasn't expecting it, so I didn't get enough rest this morning to be prepped for it. In the meantime, for those of you that didn't hear it earlier, I will play the uncensored song that we smuggled out of Karoga, and yeah, DJ is going to be. I've been doing a stream talking about you. Oh well, jerk. So you're doing a stream talking about. So go over to DJ's stream, I guess, and to enjoy going over to the stream, you can listen to Bird of Prey singing his song.
Oh, throw me a bone in this hell I call home, where the orphans and she-males play, where the king drives his jeep like he's fallen asleep, and he eats beagle bites every day.
Yes! Look at her.
We cry to the dictator, Bird of Prey 5. Though he keeps us in chains, we know Turdistan reigns, and someday we'll escape here alive. There's a rumor you've heard that Martok loves Bird, but the truth is much plainer to see. He just read from a scribe when Bird paid a bribe, but his words were not uttered with glee.
Yes! Look at her.
We cry to the dictator, Bird of Prey 5. Though he keeps us in chains, we know Turdistan reigns, and someday we'll escape here alive. When the Martok thing fell, Bird then thought he'd prevailed, when he heard Gowron send him a hail. But just seconds before, that political whore was lambasted by Bird. What a fail.
Yes! Look at her.
We cry to the dictator, Bird of Prey 5. Though he keeps us in chains, we know Turdistan reigns, and someday we'll escape here alive.
I love having sex with she-males.
Making your way with the nerds today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from hating JJ sure would help a lot. to just get laid. Sometimes you wanna go where all the Trekkies know your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be in a galaxy where Star Trek isn't lame. You wanna go where everybody knows your name. Turds of a